All right, we're live. Hey everyone, trying this on a different device. So I got a gimbal set up. I just want to see how everything looks on the phone. If you're reading me a little bit better. Last time I did this, I had it on 1080, and I didn't know that I was supposed to switch it to 4K. So if you're seeing this a little bit better resolution, a little bit better looking, more professional, that's why. But with that being said, how's everyone doing? Who we got in here? Who are the friends tonight? And I got my chat right over here, so I'll be on my computer. Magnus says you're late. Yeah, I know, dude. I apologize. My bad. My bad. I was trying to set this up because I've been meaning to do that. So I could have just done the regular like phone, use the phone, but whatever. This is a little bit cooler, so might as well try it out. Yeah, Ellie's here too. Hey, what's up, Ellie? Oh my gosh. I did. I was wondering where you were. We were a little concerned because you were on the live and then you're just I don't know if it was your Wi-Fi or what, but your signal just canceled and then we didn't hear from you again. So hey, what's up, Memes? I did, dude. Yep. Upgrading a little bit, doing a little bit better. As you can see, it's tracking me, which is kind of semi-tracking me, but either way. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see everyone. How we doing tonight? Oh, Magnus is up there in Canada, hitting the slopes and stuff, which is sweet, dude. Me and my wife want to do that too. We really, really do. But tonight's a live hangout, and just to let you know why I titled it this way, maybe some people were asking what was up with like my cryptic messaging, like the last one. What I mean is that this will be my last live with all of my hobbies. Okay, so everything here that I like to have with me, all my paints, I'll bring this camera. But like a lot of the things that it's kind of, I mean, I could try to pack it up to bring it with me to Arizona. What do you guys think? You think I should even try? Maddie said it's possible, so I could even, cut them out and then paint them while I'm there. But I'd have to choose the right colors. So, but yeah, this is the last live with everything being here because I can't take my freaking airbrush gun and the airbrush battery and everything like or the compressor. It's a lot to carry. So like if I was going on like trade shows and stuff or like going to like conventions, then yeah, I'd bring it with me because it makes sense, right? But for this trip, it's mostly just for family and friends. So I'll be bringing a limited number of my hobby items with, but I will be doing videos. So I'll be experimenting a little bit with just making regular videos as you see them. Also working on shorts. So as you can see, I've been posting more shorts lately, and they've been getting pretty good hits. I think they're funny. And did y'all see them? Did anyone? What did you think of them? I'm just curious. Back to chat here. Oh, Warhammer commentators on here too, my man. Sweet. Thank you, WC, for joining us, sir. Just getting off work. Mimes, yeah, you got to work. Oh, if you have room for your stuff, then go for it. Okay, all right. Yeah, I think I'll have room for it. So I'm not gonna bring it into my like carry on, but I'll probably put it in like a check bag or something. And I'll just see what I can do with it. So I'll be limited in what I can bring with me, but I want to see if I could bring it on the road. So because then that way I could literally do lives while you're here, and I could just paint and do whatever I normally do. There's other things we could talk about too. So even if I go live and I don't have my minis, like maybe there's like something else I could bring to the table. What else would you guys want to see? If I were to not bring my artwork with me, if we still went live, I don't want to just choose for you, but I just want to get your opinion on it. Or if you're just like, hey, we're gonna be at the holidays too, don't even worry about going live. Like, what does my audience think? My awesome audience. Let's see, stepping over here. Getting off work. Bring your stuff, take it. Magnus said, Travis, please say this is some early, very evil April Fool's joke. I don't want the lives to end. Oh, okay. Maybe it will be a joke. I'm just checking with y'all, I really that's awesome. Let me just bring my camera so you can see me in live responding. So I just got my little computer down here. You thought the shorts were great? Okay, awesome. Thank you, Magnus. Yeah, I had fun making them. I really did. It's like kind of trendy, but at the same time, just something that I want to experiment with and um, see if see if I can do it. And if I do it more, I'll get better at it. Right. So I'll do more shorts because I'll get better with doing it. And it's good for content engagement too. So if you're working with your people who are subscribed to you or people who are just hanging out, friends of yours. It's just a way to keep up with the day to day things. So I might not post a million shorts, but if I could do one every couple of days, that's pretty good. If I could do one every day, that'd be even better, or maybe two. So I'll experiment with it and see what I can do. But there's a lot of YouTubers who are really popular just by doing shorts, and that's all they do. And that's how they built up their channel. So it is possible. The credit card debt one was my favorite. Yes, that was my favorite too. I was like, this is gonna be so fun. Like I had fun setting everything up a certain way, and I was like, how do I do the reveal? You know, it's very fun doing it. So it's a nice little extra hobby that I didn't think I would have. So now we have 5 aspects to the Warhammer hobby. Okay. And this one right here is like being a content creator, if you will, because this is a hobby. Some would call it a lifestyle. Some would call it this is your only life and this is all you do. And maybe this is all that I do, but I have other things to do too. So, but if I can hang out with you guys, like if I go live at least once or twice a week, I would be okay with that. What do y'all think? Is that fair? Once or twice a week, maybe? Do our hangouts at night. So I know everyone's got different schedules, but is the weekend better? Let me ask that. Or would it be better to do lives on like weekdays, even if it's a little bit like an hour? So, or maybe I do 2 hours on the weekend. So I don't mean to like throw all this dust at you or anything. I'm just asking. I do care. So let me know what you think. Oh, can we see some blood for the blood god? Hell yeah. Maybe some skulls for the skull throne. Nemez, are you please tell me you're a freaking World Eaters player. God, please tell me you are. I want to be one. They're so cool. Okay. Magnus said you don't have to go live on vacation, bro. Don't worry. Okay. Well, I appreciate that. So if I do, I do. I'll let you guys know if I'm able to like come up with something where I'm like, I think this is worthy of like going live and like I want to make it engaging. I don't want to make it boring. So let me see here. I'm gonna DoorDash some Sour Patch Kids in Arizona. Ellie says. Magnus is like, have fun. WC said should be soothing for your eyes. Yeah, compared to how much she usually does. Magnus is like, I think WC is right, but I think you should ease off the amount of lives if you burn out. It's too much. Okay. Thank you, sir. Oh, once or twice is good? Okay. 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 WC agrees with that. Cool. Ellie said she's back, so she must have went and got her stuff. Weekdays are a bit difficult for me. Okay, so weekdays, yeah. Yep. LED, we're talking about if I were to go live, would it be better if I go live on the weekends or on the weekdays? I would imagine the weekends would be better because I want to schedule lives more often, or at least have like some set schedule where I can be like, this is the weekend that, I'll be available, you know. Ooh, Necrons. Necrons are cool. Necrons are very cool. They're yes. Yeah, they're freaking sweet, dude. I've thought about starting an army because I look at it and I'm like, I could just have the Terminator army. Like if I was a younger me, would have 100% went towards Necrons because I love like I grew up watching Transformers, like the old school Transformers. Magnus, you probably remember that, but Transformers more than meets the eye. So it was like a like hand drawn, like an anime, kind of like a kid's cartoon, right? But it was really freaking cool. So I grew up around a lot of stuff like that, or like in robots in general. I just fucking love them. I still love them to my heart. So anything sci-fi related, if it's got robots in it, I'm like, it better be a killer robot, a sex robot, or oh, I got jokes. I got jokes for you. If you understand the 40,000 freaking universe, I got jokes. I made 2 jokes. Mima says, I'm fine with any day. Usually catch you after work for me. Okay, yeah. Gotcha. And then my cousin's about to start painting them. Oh, Magnus, that's great, dude. Heck yeah. Stoic Army Painter. Oh, hello. Oh my. Welcome to the channel. Stoic Army Painter. I'm not have we met before, sir? Have we met yet? He says, I'll chill. I'm working on some Conflict 47 minis. Oh, wow. I'm not familiar with that. Magnus said, and playing them. Oh, Magnus says, I have a Transformer named after me. Wait, what? What do you mean? What do you mean? Like you have a custom-made Transformer? Oh, Ultra Magnus. Okay, gotcha. What does Ultra Magnus look like? Now I gotta know. I gotta look this up and share it with you. I'm gonna see him and be like, oh, I remember him. Let me see. Ultra Magnus Transformer. Ooh. Oh, this guy's cool looking. Yeah. Ultra Magnus. Let's see here. Ultra Magnus. Interesting. Well, there's the wiki on it. Don't want to see that. Let's see. How do I? All the way around. This is really slow. Fuck. Bear with me. I'm trying to figure this dang thing out. Why do you hate me? So it says Ultra Magnus is the hammer-wielding commander of the Wreckers and is one of Optimus Prime's closest lieutenants. There's Maddie. Say hi, Maddie. There she is. What are you working on?
Editing my video for my nails because I just did my nails.
Yeah, she did her nails. Heck yeah. A little bear on there, so she did that. Yep, she just did that.
I'm going to crochet.
Yep, and crocheting.
Blanket.
Yep. So if people were to follow you, where could they follow you at, Maddie, if they wanted to? TikTok. What's your TikTok name?
No idea. Today will be like my first real video that I'm posting.
Heck
Maddie Magoncia.
Okay. How do you spell it?
MADDYMAGONCIA.
There you go. So if you guys want to follow my wife on Tickety Tack, then you can. And that's just our living room, so nothing crazy there. All right, let's look at this guy. So here he is, Ultra Magnus. Dope. And then back to the Discord here.
I only need 3 more followers to go live.
3 more followers to go live?
That's it.
Oh, well, I'd follow you. Okay.
Do you follow me?
I don't know.
Support your wife?
No, I don't think I do. Shit.
Wow.
I gotta get on there. Well, I'm still new to TikTok too.
Okay, well, maybe you could help me out.
Okay, I can help her out. All right, I'll help her out. My Tickety Tack. Let's see.
I've gone live with my nails.
Yeah, you could have. Oh, man. Oh. What the heck? How do I do this?
Are you trying to look on TikTok?
Yeah, how do I add you? Go to friends. I'm going to search.
MADDY. That's my name.
Yep. Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out. There she is. MADDY. Magoncia. There's a shy Magoncia. What the hell?
No.
There you are. Follow. She said 50.
I'm at 50?
Yeah, you're at 50.
Are you serious?
Seriously, I'm looking at it right now. That's my wife. Please follow her, help her out. She's silly. But she's got good stuff. She's been all over. 48? Why do I see 50?
I don't know.
Y'all see 50, right? I'm not going crazy. But well, who knows?
Well, at least Travel Lab follows me now.
Yay, Travel Lab. That's me.
Following one person.
You.
Me.
Oh, yeah, I'm not really on the tickety tax as much, so. Okay. But that's cool. All right. I wonder if I can. Gimbal recentered. Let me see if I can get this thing going a little bit faster. Come on, girl. I apologize, everyone. I'm still getting used to this thing. So what we're working on tonight is I will be priming. So I do have the tent set up, as you'll see right here. So I have the little tent set up, and then right over there is my airbrush kit. So it's on a cart, and up there you can see my airbrush itself. Sorry if I'm shouting, but I just want to make sure you see it. But I usually roll that over here, and then it sits right here while I do my airbrushing. And then I'll probably take the camera and I'll put you guys maybe somewhere right here, or I'll figure it out. So, but that was kind of the plan for tonight, is to do that. All right. So, come on. Why is this thing being silly? There's a way to flip the darn thing. Nope. That helped a little bit. There it goes. It caught up. Okay. That's a lot better, right? All right. So this is my usual spot. However, you guys are a little bit lower this time. Now I'm drinking A&W tonight. So I got the frickin' root beer. I love it. I refilled my fridge, so I finally got all that good to go. Let me go back to my live stream here. All right, let me read some of these comments. I apologize if I missed any. Ellie says, do I do lyrics to Chop Suey or Lie, Lie, Lie? Do Lie, Lie, Lie. Stoic Army Painter said, oh, I'm a nobody. Oh, no, don't say that. You're somebody here, man. You're welcome to join. If you have not already, Stoic Painter, please subscribe. Join the army. Be with us, guardsmen. Let's see. And then, what do you think is in for 11th edition? Like, what models are we going to get? And then Magnus said she never taught us about the kidneys.
You're right, I didn't.
You were supposed to teach him about the kidneys?
Yeah, I put it on your comments, and I said,
huh?
I said, who wants to learn about the kidneys?
Really?
Well, let me tell you all about the kidneys.
Well, don't hijack the video, unless if y'all want to hear it.
Magnus wanted to hear it.
Magnus wants to hear it? All right. Okay, all right. If Magnus wants to hear to it, then we can have Maddie explain it a little bit. Let me just move the camera around so she can talk.
So.
Hold on. There you are.
Your kidneys, you got 2 of them. And your kidneys do a lot of stuff. They excrete toxins out of your body, and they help form urine. And there's a bunch of different parts of the kidney. And the functional unit of the kidney is called a nephron. And the nephron is divided up into like 4 main parts. There's the glomerulus, which is where a lot of your stuff gets filtered. And then there's the proximal convoluted tubule. And then you have the loop of Henle. And then you have the distal convoluted tubule. And then the collecting ducts. And that's where your urine kind of goes into to get made. And there's a lot of different things that go on in between it. Like in the loop of Henle, water gets taken out of the ducts, and then it goes into your vessels, and then it goes back up the loop of Henle, and then that's when sodium gets reabsorbed. And then when you go to your distal collecting duct, that's when potassium is secreted out. So if you have too much potassium, that's when the potassium leaves your body. And then it all goes to the collecting ducts, whatever's left, to go into your pee.
And what's another word for peeing?
Micturition.
Yep.
Micturition is the physiological name for peeing.
Not even kidding. So if you ever want to talk to a doctor and sound all fancy, just be like, where can I micturate at?
Yes.
And he'll go, OMG, right this way, sir. We have a special bathroom for doctor speaking people.
spot for micturition.
Yep, that's right.
And that's Kidney 101.
Thank you. Thank you, Maddie. Everyone, round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you.
Everyone else just tuned out. We had 1,000 subscribers. Now we have 2. I don't know what happened.
Everyone left the chat. They said we don't care.
No. She's very smart, by the way. She is actually very intelligent. She's going to school for her doctorate right now. So she does know what she's talking about. She's been a nurse for how long, Maddie? Too long. What is it? 8 years. 9 years now, yeah. Yep. So she does know what she's talking about. So if you ever have any questions about health related stuff, go ask your doctor. All right, back to the comments here. Oh, WC says he doesn't have TikTok, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately. Yeah, WC, I'm in the same boat as you, dude. Like, I don't really use TikTok a whole lot, and I'll tell you a story why. When I had TikTok on my phone, okay, I had a lot of like different type of content that I would consume, right? So it would have an algorithm, your profile, if you will, or what they think you like to watch. Believe you and me, I'm not making this up. This is creepy, but I was on TikTok, and for whatever reason at night, around this time, until wee hours of the morning, all of my TikTok feed, or a majority of it, is some of the creepiest, nastiest, most deranged, strange, scary content that I would get on my phone. Like, at night, I would see things. This sounds crazy, right? But there was like, I'd go through my feed and I would see like a conjoined twin trying to fit through a door, but not like in a funny way, like in a really nasty, grainy way. Like it's something out of a horror movie. Like it's like trying to crawl through the door to come after you, Or I would see other things, like it would show dead bodies. Yes, I'm not kidding. At night, and I don't know why. And I have PTSD, so I do have PTSD, and I don't really talk about it much, but I'll tell you guys. So, from military service and from childhood too. So, anyway, seeing that shit on my phone kind of freaked me out, and it was a pattern. It wasn't just randomly. It would happen almost every night around the same time. I would get this really weird, strange, dark, creepy content. And then in the morning, I would go show her and you wouldn't see it. So I'd have to either screenshot it or save it. And then later on, I'd show it to my then fiance or girlfriend, Maddie. Like, hey, do you think this is weird? And she's like, what the fuck? Like, what is, Maddie, you remember that, right?
Yeah, I don't know why yours was weird like that.
Yeah. She's not lying. I'm not lying. Like, it was really weird. Yeah, I have a twisted mind, don't get me wrong, but like not that dark, not that twisted. So like I would see shit like, oh, these are pictures from the 1800s of people with syphilis when their fucking face is being eaten away by the disease because they didn't have a cure for it yet. That type of content, or like content of the fighting going on in the Middle East or fighting going on in Ukraine. It like knew my brain, but like it thought darker than me. So, but anyway, that's why I don't use TikTok as much. Now I think it's better. So we'll see. I'll play with the algorithm. I'm in a better place mentally now. So I am on medication. I've gone to some VA provided outpatient and some inpatient assistance for my mental health. So I do have it under control. But it's never, you think you have it, you think you can take care of it all, but you really can't. And doctors don't always have the cure for something like that. It's still not even fully understood. So it's a very weird, unfortunate part of myself. So I think Warhammer painting, I don't know about y'all, but like it's been good for me to like get that creative dark side out and kind of just having a hobby that I'm able to kind of use some personalization or some things that, to me, I know it might look violent from the outside, which it is, or it might look disturbing, which it is, but there is art in it. There is art in the disturbing. There is art in the macabre. So I know things can be super happy, glowy, friendshipsy, fucking rainbows and butterflies, but it's not always that way. So my art that I create is just my way of expressing myself as an artist. So I really enjoy the hobby and I love the lore. So what do you guys love most about 40K? Do you like the lore aspect? Maybe do you like the hobby side of things? Do you like making the minis, painting the minis, or learning how to sculpt them or do 3D printing? Or do you care more about like video gaming, right? So if you're a video gamer, like is that your hobby and that's why you love 40K or that's why you're so invested in it, right? And then, of course, if you're a content creator, much like WC, he ticks a couple of these boxes, like myself. Um, it's just a good hobby to just be creative, you know. And you can pick your guys, whatever army you want to choose. There's a great amount of them, and there's so many miniatures out, different settings, different campaigns, different editions. Um, and there's limited release models where you can only get it for a certain period of time. So if you own that model, right, or it's an out of print model, most people can't find it anymore. It's a part of your collection now. So are you a collector? You know, there's multiple things about this hobby that's really cool. And that's definitely one of them. So what's yours? Let me go back to comments. Magnus says it's hell in here. Not as bad as IG Reels, though. No kidding. Interesting. Shelbell said it is me. Oh, hi, Shelbell. Thank you for joining. She's from London, England. Everyone say hello. Everyone say a good, warm, and friendly hello to Shelbell. Sweet. Stoic Painter says I've been thinking of content recently. Ooh. Just need to brainstorm some ideas. I'm a decent painter and would love to make hobby more of my main income stream someday. Well, then this is the place to do it, man. This is the place to like start your content because I have a Discord, right? So you're going to be working with other people who are in the hobby space. You also get access to lore if there's lore, if we're sharing stuff about that, or if you have any questions about it. And then also this channel too. So if you want to learn about how to like create your own channel, do your own content, if you need subscribers, you subscribe to me, I subscribe to you, and then I get as many as my friends on here to subscribe to you too. So if you need more subscribers, let me know. And I have the power, the army of this channel to give you some more subs. You know what I mean? So let's all help each other out. That's what we're all about here. Shelbell, yourself too. If you want to start your own channel, if you already have your own channel and you want people to subscribe to yours, let us know. We will sub and subscribe and we will watch your content, no problem. So, like WC Warhammer commentator, if you haven't already, please subscribe to his channel. Huge shout out to him. So he does things similar to like this. He has a lot more videos than me though, and he's a lot better at going in depth and like talking about the minis that he's making along with showing some of the techniques that he does. So he's an experienced painter. He's more experienced than me, I would say. So if you want to look up some good content and you want to learn how to paint, and here's another thing. He paints salamanders, which are green. Okay, not like the lizard salamanders. It's a chapter. It's technically a legion, but the legion's very small compared to what it is now. Unfortunately, WC, I'm sure you understand that. But I don't know what their Primaris gene stock, if that's come in, or if there's more Primaris Marines coming into salamanders. I'm not too sure. And then their Primarch is missing as well. So believed to be dead his body scattered out throughout the galaxy, and if you bring everything together, the salamanders themselves, the Legion, believes that if you assemble all of it together, like Dragon Ball Z, like the little balls, then you'll summon your Primarch. So if he is dead, and then Rogel Dorn's fist as well. So Rogel Dorn is another Primarch that's missing. No one knows where he is. There are some short stories. There's some talk about where he is. Some people say he's in an alternate dimension. And there's a lot of lore you can look up to see where Rogel Dorn is at, but he's yellow. So if you ever want to learn about how to paint yellow, or if you're like an orc player, green and yellow, you need to understand those very well, and they are not easy to do. They are not. Yellow especially is not easy to paint. You have to like prime it blue, and then you paint over it with yellow. It's very strange. It's different than the way I would paint, where I would paint it all black, and then I go over it with my brush. The only exception being if it's a face, right? So this will be my first attempt at a bald face, no helmet. Okay, so this will be my first attempt on this, and I think I'll be able to do it. I don't know how it's going to look, but I want to try it. So this takes a lot of detail. I do have magnifiers on, so I can wear magnifiers and I'm able to do it, but it requires a lot of concentration to paint faces properly. So this is something I also want to do for the new year, is learn how to paint faces, because for me, I'm good. I'm not that good yet, so I paint helmeted, so like here we have a Terminator helmet, right? So there's a little Terminator helmet. So Terminators are larger. They're Space Marines, but they're in larger armor. And this is probably the best mobile armor that is in the setting of 40K. So the one that you can wear, and I don't want to say run in, but they can move pretty quick in it, and be able to like carry heavier, larger weapons like in the lore and in the game. Terminators are the ones that do that. So, and then there's something called a Dreadnought, and that's next level, or a Hellbrute if you're Chaos. All right, let's continue on here. Magnus said, "Thank you, Madeline, for teaching him that."
You're so welcome.
Aw. And then Stoic Army Painter says, "It's cute that you both remind me of myself and my wife. Probably less fighting." Aw. Oh, we fight.
No, we don't.
We fight all the time.
Only when I'm cranky.
I'm cranky too. So no one's perfect, right? Yeah, she is definitely perfect. Well, she's more perfect than me. That's for freaking sure. I am imperfect.
Just kidding.
And then Magnus said, "Hey, Stoic Army Painter, do you play Warhammer?" So he wants to know if you game. Shellbell said, "I did enough learning today. I went to art class and learned enough." Oh, you're in art class. Uh-oh. Getting a little burned out. Shellbell, what are you learning on? What are your classes? If you want to tell us, you don't have to tell us. If you just want to veg out and chill, we're cool with that too. So just hang out. Shellbell said it's fine. And then Magnus said, "You have class. I thought it was winter break." Yeah, that's a good question too. Magnus said, "Oh shit, my bad." She said, "It's fine." Magnus, you lied to me, is what Ellie said. Out of nowhere, Ellie's like, "Magnus, you lied to me." Accusingly. She's already starting it. Ellie. Oh my god, this is so funny. I'm freaking dying. This is so freaking funny. Oh my god. And he says, "Huh?" And then Shellbell says, "Hi, LED, remember me?" Magnus says, "Mags, I used to play 9th and some 10th. Got out of it for other reasons outside of my control. Now I'm going to get back in for 11th with Emperor's Children." Good choice. Solid choice. Emperor's Children. Yeah. They're so much better now, and they're only going to get better. They really are. So if you want to play a good Chaos army, and their lore is absolutely bonkers. But if you just want to win games, I think using Emperor's Children would be a pretty solid bet, especially going into 11th. So, what other ones? We talked about 11th, right? Like what minis will come out. So that's something I could talk about when I go live in Arizona, but I'll talk about it right now. Like, why not, right? So, like, what minis to expect coming out for the new year. So I do follow GW and I do follow other content creators on here. So, like on YouTube, on Facebook, for example, I get a lot of my news that way. Um, I don't, and then sometimes I get it from like GW. They send me emails because I'm a member. So if you're not a member or if you don't sign up for Games Workshop, you are missing out. If you want to be more involved in the games, if you want to be more involved in like minis coming out, if you want to be more involved with like what's current, right? Or like what are they trying to do? I would recommend following them on email. They don't blast out too much information, so they're not too spammy. But I mean, it's like every company, right? You follow a company on, and then you send them your email, and you get like a million emails. So no one likes that. So yeah, but Stoic Army Painter said he used to play 9th and 10th. He got out of it for reasons outside of his control. Yeah, that sucks. It's time. It's time, or it's like you moved somewhere else and you're still kind of, you had a baby. You know, maybe you just got a new job.
Maybe you adopted too many dogs at once.
Maybe you adopted way too many dogs at once. You know, like a lot of fur babies running around. Maybe you had to go on a deployment. You know, to like another planet.
Maybe you got sick.
Maybe Nurgle plagued you with something. So like maybe you got the Nurgleitis, you know, the sniffy whiffles. But we all have reasons, right? So all right. And then WC I said I feel like I'm listening to a horror story. Good. And then LED said, "You said you would leave Monster in your wall." Oh yeah, so that you would sneak into Ellie's house and put monsters all over her wall, like in her walls, so she'd have to find them. I do remember that. I do. He did promise that. So LED is looking for. She's got receipts, bro. She'll pull them up. She's got receipts. This is great. Oh my god. He said, "I lied, dumbass." Ellie said, "I'm not a dumbass." Oh, she does not like that name. Don't bully her bad, okay, Magnus? Be nice to Ellie. I know she's crazy, but be nice to her, please. LED said, "My autocorrect." Shellbell 10 says, "What the hell is happening right now?" It's what always happens. Everything devolves. I don't know. If you're liking this, like and subscribe, please. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers. Every single one helps. I'm almost to 200. I'm at like 198. I just need 2 more subscribers and I'm at 200. Like, please. Oh, I love this stuff. Ellie said, "You can't name my name right." And then Magnus said, "Oh, sorry, I meant Ellie." Oh my gosh, y'all are funny. And Shellbell 10 says it's 2:40 a.m. right now, and I am tired. LED says 2:40. I think that's a question. And then Ellie said, "Just go to bed, please." That's nice of her. She's being a big sister. She's like, "Just go to sleep. Come on, it's okay." And then Shellbell 10 says, "Yeah, in London it's 2:40 in the morning." Hey, thank you for joining us. Hopefully you can get some sleep if you want to leave us on in the background. So I don't know. If you can't sleep, I get it. I have sleep problems too. I really do. I used to have a lot worse problems. Now I don't. So I have that under control pretty good. I'm getting better, the best sleep I've had in a very, very long time consistently. So LED says, "Hear that, Magnus? Be nice to me." And then Ellie said, "You did it." And he says, "Huh? What are you talking about?" LED says, "Get out of my life." Okay. All right, Ellie. Now you got to be a little bit nicer to Magnus. Children. You're not children, you're adults. You can do whatever you want. So it is kind of funny. Oh, okay. And then Magnus said, "Oh yeah, Travis, I made a post on your channel." Oh, so your Discord? You have your Discord up and everything, man? Let me see. Let me go to you. Magnus, the man. Oh, there he is. Um, hobbies and shit. Alice in Chains. Hell yeah. Add role. What does that mean? No mutual friends. One mutual server. Well, that's good. Add role. Did you make a typo? What does that mean? I was trying to look for my Alice in Chains shirt I had. I was gonna wear that tonight. I couldn't find it, so I wore this one. This one's cool too. So it's an old like knight shirt, and it says, "The time to strike is now." So there you go. It's pretty fucking badass. I love this shirt. I like medieval stuff a lot, so I'm a big fan of medieval. Ah, and then commentator said doing some non-metallic metal right now on his Space Marines. Interesting. Are you gonna paint that one green, Magnus, or are you keeping them black? Is it like your own chap? I mean, that almost gives me like Emperor Scythes vibes. You know, does that Emperor Scythes vibes? So no, that's freaking sweet, dude. Absolutely, yes, sir. I mean, look at the texture, even on the little. Because I'm sure it's not finished yet, so you're still working on it. But I'm just already admiring it. I see what you're doing, like you're trying to plan it out. I paint very similar. I choose certain sections and I work on it that way. Yep. I'll thumbs up to that. Yes, sir. So, yeah. I'll usually do like the armor first, like a base coat on the armor. Or if they have like a cloak or they're wearing like a great coat, I'll paint that. Anything that's metal, so like guns, any of their swords or daggers or whatever it is, whatever weapons, I usually paint those next. And then I work myself into the detail. And then sometimes I will like stop doing the main painting and I'll paint the detail and then I'll paint around it. So it depends. Like there's no one size fits all. But and like when I paint, I'm sure you can attest to this. I use multiple different types of brushes to paint one guy. So you don't just grab, here we go with the art classes again, but sorry, Shell Bell 10. But this is for my friends who want to learn how to do this. So not everybody knows how to paint, right? Not everybody, and I want to get a little bit more into the video, and then I'll actually start doing some crafting, which I do have a second coat of primer that I got to put on my Krieg. So as you saw, I probably posted a little thing on there that just, hey, I'm working on this, or like a little short that I did. That's just like just for me to show progress. That's all it is. But like as you can see, I have multiple different types of paintbrushes. I even have dry brushes, right? So like this is a dry brush, for example. It's kind of like a makeup brush, but obviously it's a different type of use. You could use it as a makeup brush. You could also, there's people who use makeup brushes to paint their minis. Yeah. And then another thing that's I've been seeing more and more is splotting with like the women use the little makeup sponge thing. I've been seeing a good amount of people who are like speed painters or people who have their own method for painting. They use that to like get the outside of it. So like they just splot their guys and then they'll like flip it around with the sharp edge and they'll splot the face and then they're able to do everything from there. But it actually looks pretty good when it's done. Or it's a part of their painting. So they'll splot it and then they'll take a paintbrush. Camera's over here. They'll take a paintbrush and actually start to paint it. So for me, whenever I paint, I always have a good old trusty dusty. What is this? Just a one, or is this a? Oh gosh, it's so worn down. I can't even. It's a 6. My bad. So this is a 6. This is a good one for getting bases or large components. So this is a big brush, but this is a good brush if you want to prime. You can also prime with a brush too. It's not impossible. It comes on a little bit thicker than you might want, so the consistency might not be there, but it will get that opacity and a good coverage of it. But again, it might be too much for your own taste. So like I don't like to splat the freaking primer on because then you're starting bad. You're already starting behind the curve because you're painting in layers. So think of your plastic, your basic plastic. You prime over that plastic, right, with the primer aerosolized, or you paint over it. Every time you paint on top of that mini, it's getting layers and layers and layers and layers. If there's an imperfection, or if you pool too much in one spot, it's going to exaggerate by the time you get to like your fifth coat of whatever it may be on the mini, or fourth coat, or a different layer. So that's something to keep in mind if you're painting. And then for detail, so like detail brushing, or if I'm doing swipe brushing. So like for this one, right, it's got a decent tip. It's not super thin, but it's very long. So if I want to do edge highlighting, I can use this to do edge highlighting and it works really well. Or if I want to get something that's like really hard to reach, but I kind of want to like just like that, paint it up, just a little bit of paint in there and then flick it away. That I would use this one for that as well. Or getting in between like arm hinges or like the groin area or like on a backpack. This is really good for getting paint in those creases. So this is a good paintbrush for that. And then it gets even smaller. When you get to your really small brushes, this is the thing that I teach everybody. These are precision brushes. These are not meant to paint the whole thing with. If you try to paint your mini with the smallest brush, you will be taking forever and it's going to look horrible. Do not use a mini brush to cover a large portion. It's not going to work. You're going to be frustrated. You're going to give up. I thought like, oh, it's a mini guy. I'll use a mini brush, right? Like I kind of forgot my fundamentals about painting like an idiot, but I was so excited. I wanted to be the guy who could do all the little detail brushes, like the brushing, like getting the eyes and the face. So I bought a bunch of these. And then I started using them and I'm like, huh, does not look right. What is wrong with this? Why is it, the texture is off, or like it just doesn't look right, or it's taking way too long to paint because I was literally painting with this. So don't make a rookie mistake like I did. Choose your bigger brushes to start and then work your way down. Different brushes for different things. Okay, here's a flat brush, right? So a flat brush is a little bit different if you're trying to do something like an armor panel and you want to get the whole armor panel in one swipe or another swipe. I also use this for varnishing as well. So if I want to protect my minis, I'll use that for this. I mean, there's so much more, and I'm not going to bore you guys with the details, but and then I do have like a little mini sponge right here, but I mean, this is for basing mostly, and as you can tell, I haven't used it because I've just been painting it with my brush. I haven't really been splotting it at all. But when I get a really large model, like a tank, which I do have, I have 3 tanks, by the way. If I go to paint a tank, which I'll be doing next year, you'll see how I do that differently than painting these little guys. So the little, bipedal walking space marines or humans or chaos humans or Imperial Guard, all those are different than painting a vehicle or like painting a building or like a structure. You know what I mean? So, but all right, back to YouTube here. Let's see what our comments are at. Good. I like a lot. This is fun. Wi-Fi issue. I think this chat froze. Oh, well, hopefully it unfroze. Or live story. Magna said, I don't know. LED says, is it Wi-Fi issues? And then Shellbell 10 says, I'm going to Pennsylvania tomorrow to see my distant cousins. Oh, that's cool. That's right. Yep, you came home. Well, you came from home to the U.S. Your new home now. Let me ask you, Shell, is it better in America than England? What do you think? I'm just curious. I've never been to England, so I'd love to hear your opinion. I know you're only a 20-year-old, but I'm just curious. Like, do you have more fun in the US than in England? Do you think there's more to do around here, or is it like about the same? Or, what do you like about America besides having family here, right? Magna said, oh, it's stupid for you. And then LED said, be nice, Shell Bell. Shell Bell said, no stupid. No stupid. No stupid. Nah, I'm good. Let's hug it out. There you go. Hug it out. Shelbell's got a fiery part to her, doesn't she? She's got a little spitfire. She's like, I'm not giving in. I'm more tough than you think, American. Blimey. Let's have it here. Let's go, bloke. Shelbell's freaking hooking and jabbing. She be knocking you out like you're freaking, oh, what's his name? Logan Paul, Jake Paul. Jake Paul got knocked out. Everyone saw that. I don't know if you saw that. You're into boxing, but finally Jake Paul got knocked out. Finally, by a real boxer. So hey, kudos on him for fighting a real boxer, but he got his ass kicked. So yeah. He thinks he's a real boxer. He can box, but like up against someone that's actually competitive and has been doing this longer than he has and has honed his body, his physique over doing one or two things, I think he's going to win. So not to mention technique. And he's actually like a tough son of a bitch. He's not just an idiot. So Jake Paul is not the smartest individual. But anyway. Shellbell 10 says, I can't spell today. Magna said, what? LED said, And then Magna said, I'm going to guess what state you live in. Magna said, Rhode Island. Travis, your Wi-Fi is out. You can't see me? Hold up. Okay. Well, apparently some of my users are having issues. Okay. Ellie said, okay, now you're here. All right. Well, I don't know when I lost you. But anyway, let's get to priming. So I'm going to go ahead and get everything set up so I can start priming my guys over there. Okay, well, good. I'm glad you guys are with me. All right, so let me get set up over here. I'm going to flip the camera around, and y'all are going to hang out with me while I do some priming. Oh, here's this extension cord. All right, just getting set up over here, folks. I have it mostly set up, as you can see, but it's just the little stuff. Because if I set it up right now as it is, I won't be able to live stream at the same time from that location because I'm kind of tied over here, right? So luckily, it's just a quick plug and play for the most part, and I should be good to go. So thank you for bearing with me. If you guys want to get up, get a drink, take a break from the screen, blink your eyes a couple times, maybe do some push-ups, now's your time. I got to get a please wait sign or something, you know? Like a waiting piece of paper or something that says intermission with some music. Do 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 do. It's not even technical difficulties. It's just whatever. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unhook this. Hey guys, hope you can see me and hear me. And Magnus said, oh God, there's more talking going on. Shellbell said, be right back. Yeah, you're good. You're good, Shellbell. Go ahead. You're good. No problem. No problem. Yep. Let's take a little break. If you guys want to hit the head, as we'd say in the Marine Corps, go to the bathroom, use the porta shitter, porta john, or the loo. Call it the loo over there in England. So if you want to go ahead and use the loo, that's fine too. Blimey. You're a wizard, Harry. down here. All this stuff. Move you guys a little bit closer. Just a little bit. That way we can talk a little bit better. If I need to type or whatever, or see what you're doing so I can see while you're chatting. Because while I do it, it's kind of hard to see, you know, like looking over. So I can see you here. The cart's going to be right here. So like I said, I paint with my cart, usually right next to this. I'll move the camera and everything too, but that's how I set everything up. I have an extension cord ready to go. Just got to plug it in. And then I just got to put the little paint in the pot, and it's, you know, I just start spray painting all over again. So, and Maddie's here still too. So she didn't disappear, guys. She's here. She's just on her phone or like practicing a little bit of crocheting and stuff like that. So she's crafting with us. She is more crafty than I am. She can do a lot more than I can. So she is, I think, an overall better artist than me. I only am good at a couple things, and this is one of them. So, all right, almost done. Getting the extension cord here. Magnus said, I hope your eyes dissolve. Shelbell says, I'm back. Oh, that was quick. Welcome back, Shelbell. LED. Can I get some Rob Zombie going? Please and thank you. Let's get Dragula. Okay, we'll be using our Iwata Eclipse, the best all-around basic but good coverage, all-arounder, general use airbrush is the Iwata Eclipse. Strongly, strongly, strongly recommend getting it. This is gravity fed. It's not siphon fed, so that's a different type of airbrush. This one is just freaking gravity fed, as you can see. I just have the cup off on this whenever you're doing it. If you're new to spray painting, airbrushing, if you will, I would recommend capping it, just because you don't want to spill the paint over. It gets kind of messy too. So it's not a perfect art, okay? But you can be very good at it. I'm not saying it's impossible. There's people I watch who can airbrush, and they're phenomenal, phenomenal artists. So this in itself is an entire hobby, okay? But you're learning the basics of it while like building your army with 40K. If you want to prime this way, which is the preferred method, the other one is just a rattle can, right? So you just put it on a stick, you hold it out, and then you just like a big old rattle can, shake it up, and that's how you prime your guys. That's the way it was done for a very long time. If you're more refined or more esteemed and you'd want to challenge yourself a little bit more, not to say rattle can is not an art. That's another art. I mean, hello, have you ever seen murals outside done on buildings? They use freaking spray paint cans to do that shit sometimes. So, and like graffiti tagging, stuff like that. Like, yeah, it can make things look a little bit dungy or a little bit, but sometimes it kind of elevates. It looks kind of cool with the urban look. You know what I mean? So I don't want to totally knock on the rattle can, but when you're doing it with 40K, there is no precision with get the gimbal over. Oh, it's opposite. My bad. There we go. And I'm going to bring you down to my level so you can kind of see me. I'm going to get my primer bottle, which is right over here. Nice and easy. We're using the Vallejo Black. So this is just the one that I use for pretty much everything. I do have a gray as well. And yes, I have done a Z prime, Zenithal prime before. I am familiar with that technique. Honestly, I'm at the point where it's just too time consuming. And if you're not doing like a golden demon, like you're not entering into an actual like hobby, you know, event or whatever, then I don't really see the need of that. But like the really professional artists, the really higher end, highly skilled artists of 40K and miniature painters, I mean, they use the Z prime. That's what they swear by. And just because the best use it doesn't mean you have to use it. But if you can get good at it, it can help you become better at doing this. So on the crafting side. And then, oh, James Tactics. What's up, James? Thank you for joining. Always. Thank you, sir. How you doing? What's new? We're at 3 thumbs up. If I can get some more thumbs up, please, I'd really appreciate it. And then Shellbell10 says, I want to take a nap, but I can't sleep. It's 3:04 and I want to sleep but can't. Oh my gosh. Shellbell, have you ever tried Benadryl or like sleeping stuff, like sleep aids, right? I had issues with the same, and I know exactly what I'm not. Ever since I was a kid, I've had sleeping issues, so it's nothing new to me. I have it under control now, but that's with like actual prescribed medication, and it works. It basically just knocks me the hell out, and I go to sleep. So it's my off button. If I didn't have that, I would not be able to sleep at night. LED said, "Dead. I am the." Oh, here we go. So she's doing some friggin' Dracula lyrics. Fuck yeah. Dead. I am the rat. Feast upon the cat. Tender is the fur. Dying as you purr. Dig through the ditches and burn through the witches and slam in the back of my Dracula. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Oh, there's WC talking about the Zenadol Prime. Is helpful because if you do it now, if you do it right, it will give all of your highlights from your preferred direction of light and will give you an idea of how to highlight at the highest levels. That is correct. That is 100%. That's why I wanted to do it. Not just because the pros did it, because I understood it would help me with doing shading, but when you're painting in all black on a Space Marine, like it's kind of hard to shade with that, you know what I mean? Or like it's not impossible, and that's where highlighting comes into play, or adding texture to your paints. But yes, it is better with a Z prime because before you start painting on it with your acrylic brushes or whatever it is that you're using, you're able to see like the highlights automatically along with all the recesses on the figure. So that's really good. Yeah, it's very helpful. I agree. I have used it, so I'm not knocking it. It's just for me, time consuming wise, it's too much. But if you get a really good system down, you can make it easy. So I'm not doubting that that's possible because it totally is. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the airbrush here. Maddie, what's going on over there? Everything okay?
I'm just trying to see if I can add a Amazon link for all the nail products that I use, but I don't have enough followers.
Oh,
like a lot of followers.
Like a lot? How many?
1,000.
You need 1,000 followers.
I'm just trying to get 50. Everybody.
Yeah, if everyone could go and I'll
YouTube. I'm gonna go on YouTube and put
she's gonna go on YouTube on live here, and she'll put her TikTok on there. But she wants to do her own thing, right? And that's cool. I'm for it. So I support my wife in all of her endeavors, unless if it's like crazy. But all right. Oh, wrong direction again. Maybe if I bring you closer. Whoa. Come on. There's Maddie again. So she's just watching us, but if y'all would be nice and add her on TikTok or follow her on TikTok, that would help a lot. So, all right, you can see me. I can see you. I can see the chat. I take a nap like usual. A steak boy here. I haven't heard from him yet, Ellie. Or chicken boy. Magnus said, have a good nap. Not yet. I'll take my naps midday, like 3 a.m. Oh my God. 3 p.m, she means. I share a birthday with Rob Zombie. Oh, that's dope. That's freaking cool, man. All right. So I got my respirator on.
I like the tabs up high on this thing, so my hair kind of gets in the way, but you know, sometimes I put a hat on while I'm doing this because that way my hair doesn't get in the way, but it should be fine. Whatever. Should be able to hear me okay. All right. Over here. You can see what I'm doing a little bit. It'll let me. Kind of. Yeah, good enough. Slowly getting there. If you're enjoying this content, please give me a thumbs up. It helps. I wish you guys could see this better, but I got a connection. Let me scoot my computer a little bit closer and you'll be able to see exactly what I'm doing. So let me just put this up real quick. And let me move you guys a little bit closer so you can kind of see like over my shoulder what I'm working on. So pardon the angle here.
14 views.
Really? Oh, 14 views. That's great for you.
Still only 48 followers.
It's okay. You'll get more followers, honey. You will. All right. So sorry about that. LED said, Showbell 10 said, I wish I could sleep. I'm getting axolotls. Oh. You have axolotls? Are those your pet? Those are really cool. And Magnus said, what are their names? Yeah, axolotls are cool. They're like little salamanders. Ooh, Waddles and Coco. That's so cute. And then LED said, I'm getting a spider. Shellball 10 said, I want a tarantula. Oh, that's dope. LED, you have 2 tarantulas? Oh, that's badass. Fuck yeah. That's awesome. I've seen real ones in the desert. So in Arizona, I've seen a couple tarantulas. And one night, Maddie was there. There was this one that crawled. It was full-size tarantula size. It was right in our compound in the backyard. I tried to save it. I didn't want it to die, but then it got aggressive and started flicking its needles. And then it tried running after us to like bite us, like aggressively. We tried to be careful with it, but unfortunately we had to end up killing it. And then we flicked it over the side of the fence. So we tried. And and I'm not ballsy enough to just pick them up. You know what I mean? So I'm not there yet. I'm not Steve Irwin. So I hate doing that, by the way. I don't like doing that, but I do remember seeing that. Ellie said, I will find you and take one. Hee 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 hee. Shell Bell 10 said. So, cool. Let me move you guys a little bit closer so you can kind of see what I'm looking at, right? So let me just pan the camera over. Come on. There we go, like that. And then let me just zoom it in a little bit. I think I can. There it goes. Let me know if you're able to see that zoom pretty good. I'm going to lower it. So right about there. There you go. Everyone can see me? Dobby is a kind of a cool ass name. Oh, Dobby, I love that. That's cool. Tarantulas are they're fucking cool, man. More over here, my bad. Trying to figure out how to. There we go. Really nice coat on this one. A little thick, but it's okay. I'm just trying to get it in camera. It's kind of hard to. I have to get better at this. Let me change the camera angle even more. Other way. So maybe like this. Let me move these guys to the side so as you can see, they're pretty much done. Looking good, nice and thick. Not too thick, but next will be this one. So let's see here. Right here in between the legs, I can see it. It's needing to be primed right there. So let me go ahead and. I might be out of. Yeah, I'm out. Of course, right when I get at the right angle, I run out, right? Nice and easy. Sorry if I'm not seeing your comments, everybody. So if you are saying something, I apologize if I cannot see it. Oh, here we go.
What's he painting?
Oh, what am I painting? I am spray painting little figurines with an airbrush. 40K is what it's called. Thank you for joining. Please like and subscribe. It helps me a lot. Trying to get to 200. Ideally to 500. I'm so close. The closest I've ever been to 200. So if you could please subscribe, it helps me a lot. Nope, having a jam issue. A little bit of a jam issue. It happens. So all you gotta do is just get a toothbrush and just clean the nozzle off. So any jam that's there, you'll be able to get it off pretty decently on the airbrush. Sorry. Still getting better at showing off stuff. So yeah, it's like awkward because it's backwards for me. Okay. But for you guys, you see a certain way. So There it goes. She's spraying. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think I might bring these guys with me when I go to Arizona and just paint them there. Might just do that. We'll see. We'll see. If I have room for it, I'm able to safely transport them. Also, all I gotta do is base them and they'll be fine. I can bring them with me. I'll figure it out. There's gotta be a way to do it, you know? People do it all the time. Getting some more jams, I apologize. So the airbrush is jamming up again. Yeah. Back to the toothbrush. Nothing's perfect, folks. I might need some cleaner. So let me get some cleaning solution. I'm gonna put you over here. Sorry. So this is some Vallejo airbrush cleaner. Helps a lot. So if you're ever getting some serious jams, you could start using some of this stuff, and it does kind of help. It's like an alcohol. It's like a rubbing alcohol, and you just kind of brush your little spot with it, and hopefully it gets in there good enough. Okay, put the toothbrush back and get you guys back set up here. It's just clicking. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Sorry about that. And move you back over right about there. That should be good, right? I can also back it out. There we go. Yep, that did it. That loosened it up. Come on, girl. Having some more jamming issues. Hold on. Might be worse than we thought. This jam. I'm gonna carefully expose the needle. So you just kind of work your way through the algorithm. A little bit of buildup on here. We get that toothbrush again.
2 likes.
Oh, that's good. You do?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
58 views.
There you go. All right, I'm just gonna clean off that airbrush tip again. Sorry, I'm so bad at this. It's like backwards and awkward for me. So there we go. Just brushing off the needle tip. And then we just check the cap. The cap is fine. So I'm just going to go ahead and re-screw it back on there. Nice and easy. I don't want to poke myself. It is sharp, and I have stabbed myself. So there's your blood for the blood god. All right. And then this one right here. Yep, there it goes. Better pattern, a little bit darker now. You can hear it. And I just use the air to just blow it and just get it dry. All right, looks good, looks good. Fuck yeah, that looks great. Okay. No, that's awesome. All right, so we're doing real good. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this back up. So this I'm going to clean this in depth. Unless if you guys want to come with me, but I don't know how that's going to work. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. Disconnect the cable here. Oh, God. There we go. Bleed the air dry. That way you're safe to detach it. So there we go. Detached it, so now it's no longer attached to it. And then we just put the hose up somewhere. Move this thing to the side. All right, and then here we are. So, cool. I'm gonna take my respirator off.
Oh, that's better. All right. Respirator off. Put that to the side. I'm gonna go wash this off. I'll be back. Just give me a couple minutes, just like 2 minutes or something like that. So if y'all want to hang out, after this, I'm gonna do one more prime, and then I'm probably gonna be calling it a night. So hang with me a little bit longer, folks. I appreciate you. Maddie, if you want to take over, you can. The camera's down here. So all right, I'll be back. All right, coming back. Sorry about that. Oh gosh, thank you for hanging out, those who are. We go. So I got the airbrush all cleaned out, looking a lot better. So it's always good to clean it right after use, or else the acrylic, it like really clots on there and it becomes a lot harder to dislodge it later on. So it like becomes rubber-like. If I can put it to any consistency, it becomes rubber-like. So you want to get that like out of your components as quickly as possible, or else it'll start jamming up and then you have a huge clot and you got to try to bust it out of there. And there's ways to do that, by the way. I just don't want to have to do that on camera because then it takes a lot longer. So, and then let me see if I can bring this up to me. There we go. Hey, everyone. All right, let's read some of these comments, huh? So we got, oh, holy camera zoom from hell. Cheat. Okay. No zooming. And the gimbal just rotated. Why did the gimbal rotate? I'm trying to figure out how to do this damn thing. Active track enabled. How do I do this? I don't know why it keeps doing this rotating. At least you can see that. There's the Discord, as we can see. Magnus said, what kind of pizza? Pepperoni or cheese is what Shellbell said. LED said, ew. Magnus said pepperoni. Shellbell said, and then Magnus said, I want Hawaiian. Cool. I like Hawaiian. Shellbell 10 said, oh, I'm seeing Big Ben today, too. That's her favorite thing to see in England. So Big Ben. Big old clock. That's really cool. And then LED said, should I do ghost lyrics? And Shellbell 10 said, sure, let's go. LG. 20s or Call Me Little Sunshine. Whatever song you want to do. And then Magnus, let's see what he got. He said, I got a blister on my ankle today at work. So I had to finish my shit in agony with a huge inch wide blister on your ankle. Oh, yeah, that's yay for that. Yeah, ouch. I've been there, dude. Ouch. Magnus said, she said, good. Magnus said, thanks. Oh, man. I'm trying to figure out how the heck do I get the gimbal to 360? Oh, there's a button. There's a button. Well, we're learning something new every day. God, here's my face. Hello. Sorry about that. There's Maddie. She's in the background. Yeah, we got pizza. We got Supreme Pizza. So Shellbell, I don't know if you've ever had Supreme Pizza, but like that's the bee's knees right there. Yeah, Magnus said skiing did not help that blister. Oh, I bet not. You should use athletic tape, dude. Athletic tape or
The blister band-aid.
Blister band-aids are decent. Hydrocolloid. Okay, there you go. I've gotten a lot of blisters over my life, so I understand the pain. I was in the military, so I know. I've had blisters on my hands, blisters on my feet, blisters on my back.
Blisters on your butt.
Probably blisters on my butt.
I'm just kidding, guys.
Yeah. Shebel 10 said, I might show a picture of Big Ben today. That's cool. Hey, put it up in the Discord. I don't know. Are you on the Discord yet, Shellbell? But if you want to share photos, you know, or if you got a YouTube, if people want to watch your YouTube, like, let us know. We'll follow you. And I've never seen Big Ben in person, so I vaguely know what it looks like, but I've never seen how big it is. It's a really big clock. I think it's the world's biggest clock, isn't it? It has to be. This little gimbal is getting hot, by the way. So this little GoPro action camera thingy I got is very hot right now. So I don't know why it's running so hot, but maybe because I'm streaming it in 4K. I don't know. So we're back to just hanging out. I'm just going to let these things dry. So usually about like 15, 20 minutes for you to let your prime dry. So this is the second prime. And then after this, my guys should be good to go to take off. And then I'll just do spot priming with like a little brush that I have. And then I'll go ahead and mount them on their bases when I'm ready. So, because I'd like to at least get under their great coat. It's kind of tricky to get under there right here. So I want to be able to get all those angles now while I can. So it's the most subassembly. This is the most basic subassembly ever, is just there's the guy and then there's the base. And I just paint the guy. And then when I'm ready, I put him on the base and then I'll finish painting the rest of him. So that's how I do things most of the time. Oh, Magnus said he posted on his YouTube channel. Oh, okay. All right, sweet, dude. I'm gonna watch the videos of that. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, everyone check out Magnus's YouTube channel. So he's posting content. He went skiing today. Like, that's pretty cool. Sorry about trying to figure out how to do the zoom too. So it's a little different than using your phone. So Looking over here at the chat. Let's scroll up a little bit in the chat. I feel like I'm missing out. I'm sorry. LED said I was at the bar a few days ago and was chugging my beer and I got it in my eye. I feel like that's everything, Ellie. Your eyes are getting drunk. Whose walls are we meeting in? Magna said mine. You're going to help me go on a plan. Y'all can be in my walls. We can all see Big Ben. What's the drinking age in London? Ooh, that's a good question. I think it's like, what, 16 to drink beer? It's 12. No, that's Ireland. If you could see over the bar, you're old enough to drink, Lottie. That's Scottish, technically. But they don't hate the monster. Bring some, Shell Bell said. LED, you've been to Ireland, right? Or you're going to Ireland? Is that you, Ellie? Or was it Scotland? One of the two. Is that you? Am I going crazy? I feel like it's Scotland because you're part Scottish. I remember that. You told me about that. So Magna said, should I take a ski vid? Yeah, dude, if you can. Absolutely. I don't know if you have like a GoPro or a phone or whatever, if you feel comfortable doing that. I mean, that'd be sweet. Hell, you don't even have to be skiing while doing it. You can get someone else to take it for you. So you going down the slopes and shit, you know? Like, that'd be cool, you know? Or just if you want to do a video showing off your ski equipment, those usually get a lot of attention. So if you've been doing this for a while, man, if you want to make skiing videos, like that's an awesome hobby, and people are learning to ski right now. Like me and my wife, we want to go skiing too, or maybe pick up snowboarding, one of the two. I was thinking more skiing. I feel like you have a little bit more control over that, especially when you're getting into like some serious freaking slopes. But people could argue that all day. Both of them are pretty dangerous. But LED said, I'm going to Scotland. Okay, that's right. Yep. I'm going to go see Edinburgh Castle. Got to go there. I want to go there. So many cool things there. And then Maddie's just TikToking in the background. So if you're hearing another video, it's because she's playing her stuff. So. And then Magna said skiing is easier to learn, but harder to master. Ooh. Okay. Hey, that's well said, dude. That's fair. Oh, Magna said I've already injured myself skiing. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I feel like it's usually the ankles that go, or some people get a concussion if they fall too hard. Usually it's the ankle twist, and that's what worries me the most of skiing is the ankles. Because I like walking, so I like running. I have pretty strong ankles, but I've never given it a really solid go. And then Maddie's got pretty weak ankles. She's got to work on them. But you know, we do a lot of hiking. Oh, there's your video, honey. You got to post it on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool. Look at you.
I have 81 views, 84 views.
Heck yeah, you're getting it. Do you do hashtags and stuff?
2 likes. Yeah, you can only do 5 hashtags.
5 hashtags? Okay.
I only have 48 followers still.
Dang it. She needs 2 more followers.
That's right. Only 2 more followers.
2 more followers. She does nail. She's doing nail and other hobby type videos. So on the TikToks.
If only I had 2 more followers, I could go live right now.
Yeah, 2 more followers. She can go live. I think that's pretty cool. So I could ask my sisters to.
It also said that I could pay $17 for 11,000 views.
Wow. That's crazy.
Maybe I should do it.
I would do it. $11?
17.
17? Fucking do it, man.
No,
I would do
I'm
it.
not a phony.
You know, a lot of people on TikTok are phony, right?
I'm not one.
Oh, you're not one? Okay.
And the one person that liked it was Terry.
Oh. Look, if I could buy more followers or more subscribers or like more likes, I would do it. No shame, man. If I wanted to boost myself, even if I could get 10,000 subscribers, that would be awesome. Like, I would pay for that every month. Are you kidding me? So, but I don't know what the contract is with that or how that works. It could probably be really sketchy. Like, oh, if you don't pay us, we'll take down your account or something, or we'll like report you, or you know what I mean? Like, I wonder if they got you by the balls if that happens. Like, you start working for them. Like, oh, you want 1 million followers? Then you're going to read this. You're going to do these types of videos. You know what I mean? And then how much of that do you get to keep? Because I know on TikTok, there's a lot of issues of that happening, if you didn't know. So, like, if you have TikTok and you go on there and you see a lot of professional dancers or people who are doing those videos, a lot of them live in the same area. They live in the same house, like a multi-story, multi-tenant house, and it's called I think it's called a TikTok farm, but I know it's called farming, and it's like all they do is work with each other to get their TikToks up. That's all they do. So early YouTube, early TikTok, not early YouTube, late YouTube. So like a lot of the big people like 2010s and till now, they all just started working together to be like, hey, you want to build a channel? And they're like, fuck yeah, what's it going to be about? And they make it happen, you know? But they have something going for them, you know, like, oh, let's do a channel on hobby stuff, or let's do a channel on drinking. Like, that's one. Like, I've seen those. So I think Warhammer is going to be the next bigger thing. Because I don't see as many gaming videos. I feel like they don't do as good anymore. Like, there's still millions of people watching them, but I feel like gaming videos have kind of like gone down. That, and there's just, I don't know, there's like a lot of good games, but I don't know if they're as good as like when I used to play, you know, where you could stream it and people would watch it, or like you'd play Call of Duty Zombies until like 4 a.m. with your buddies, you know, like I don't know if that exists anymore. I don't know if that's a fucking thing, but back when I was younger, that was everywhere. Or LAN parties with World of Warcraft. Anyone ever do that? Meet up with your friends with your PC and you like all play the game together. So I never did, but I knew people who did. So they took it pretty seriously. Magnus said I broke the same thumb in the same place twice within a year. Ouch. What the hell are you doing with your thumb, dude? What are you doing? What'd you do to break that? How did that happen? I got to hear the story on that, man. Shit. LED said I puked my guts up on the floor. The sun will soon be shining and we are running out of time, so gonna party like it's 1699. Yes, LED. All right, let's see how these things are drying up. Pretty good. All right, we're getting there. All right, everybody. Well, it is getting kind of late. So this is like the last live that I'll be doing with everything in front of me or like near me. So after tonight, it's going to be a little bit different content until I get back home. So probably the new year. I don't know if I'll be uploading like immediately, but probably like the second week of January. If not, if I really feel up for it, I'll come back and I'll do my hobby stuff with you guys live, but we'll see. But other than that, I'll be putting out other videos. So if you want to check out my other content, I would appreciate that. Always subscribe if you haven't already. And I really appreciate everybody being on this and hanging out with me. Sorry about the technical difficulties with the camera. Still trying to figure that out. So I'm trying to get better with it. And like into the new year, like I said, I'm going to get better at scheduling, better at posting content more regularly, or like on a schedule that makes sense. And I talk to many of you to kind of help me feel for what days and what times and what format would work. So I'm more than likely going to go live on the weekends, still around this time, 8 o'clock, right? Unless if I'm doing something or I'm going somewhere, like if I'm partying with friends or hanging out or we're going to dinner or whatever, I'll try to do that. and then putting out shorts. So I'd like to do that. So, maybe 1 to 2 lives a week. And then the rest are going to be shorts. And then I'll be on Discord too. So I'm going to download it onto my phone. I haven't put it on my phone yet for the app, but I'm going to do that. That way I can engage with you guys while I'm gone. So I can't guarantee I'll be on there like every 5 seconds, but like I will check it, and I will post things, if anything, like whatever we're doing. If we're doing cool stuff in Arizona, I'll put stuff in there and you can see. So maybe some shorts, stuff like that. But if I don't hear from you, if I don't see you, if you're with family for the holidays, which I hope you are, that you enjoy these holidays, you enjoy this time together, that you're able to kind of get away from it all and like hang out with those that make you laugh, those that make you feel better. And I just hope that you really enjoy this holiday season. So Merry Christmas to everybody who's, doing Christmas stuff. If anyone in here is Jewish, happy Hanukkah, all that good stuff. But happy holidays as always. And the new year's coming up, so I will be doing some collaboration videos. So me and the Warhammer commentator, we will be doing a collab in the future. And then maybe even I might have a night of like talking with you guys on the Discord live. So like me and Magnus could literally video chat and you guys could listen in. You know what I mean? So we might do that. We'll see. We'll see. But just some things I'm like kind of putting out some feelers there, if you guys think that would be a cool idea or not. Or if you want to run the show, maybe I could like interview you, if you want that, I can interview you and we could do a video about that and just showcase what you have. If you want to talk about how long you've been doing Warhammer, what you like about it, what do you know about it, what do you not know about it, like we can do videos like that too. I'm totally cool with that. Another thing, this is also exciting. New year, January 22nd, there will be a massive Warhammer 40K convention going on right here in my city. So if any of you guys ever get the bug and you want to do some 40K stuff in person, hang out with me, you can come to that. It's called CastleCon. So if you guys want to come over and we could shoot the shit, maybe I could show you around town. Or if you want to play a game, maybe you got your salamanders, you want to play a game, man, there is casual play that will be allowed there. So it's all tabletop mostly there. I think there is Dungeons and Dragons, but there's going to be a bunch of different vendors there. So that'll be happening. If you guys are interested in CastleCon, let me know. I will put it in the Discord, and then you guys can go on Facebook or whatever if you want to buy tickets. They're only $30. They're only $30. So that's the new year. $30 for all 4 days. So there's 4 days of gaming, I believe. And it'll be right downtown here in Rochester. So it's a pretty small city. It's not big, pretty easy to get to. And like, it's very convenient. So if you guys ever want to come up north, or if you're living nearby or you want to come down from Canada, whatever, you guys want to hang out, let me know. I will be there. And I will be videotaping as well. So I'll be incorporating a little bit of that into my videos. So I'm going to spice it up a little bit with that. Go to a tournament, playing games, mainly casual stuff. I'm not going to like enter into any like grand tournaments, which there are GTs there. Or anything hardcore like that. And maybe I'll put some of my stuff in for like painting awards too, because I did it in 2024. So I might as well put it in and see if I'll win anything, right? So, but other than that, guys, let me just read some last comments and I'll be signing off. Magnus says, dude, what are you talking about? I'm guessing Ellie is saying some weird shit. And he's like, what are you talking about? And then LED said, my wife is gone. I'm assuming your wife died in the show is what she means. I'm going to give up on understanding anything that you're saying. Yeah, she's just Shigeru Kai's from an anime and he just died. Oh no. He'll come back, Ellie. It's okay. He always comes back. So. Then she said he was my wife. How is a guy your wife? That's kind of funny though. Oh, I'm sorry. And then Magnus said, yo, there's more comments up there. Talking about the Discord, man. Let me go to the Discord, bro. Oh, WC's in here. Okay. So I see he's painting his stuff in here too. So he's working on what he's working on. Yeah, but I'll post CastleCon if you guys want to check it out. If you want to come, you can. I can't fly you come up or anything. I can't pay for that. I wish I could. If I had a lot of money, I would definitely bring you guys up here. So if I had a really big following and shit, I'd be like, yeah, you guys are coming here to hang out. Like, absolutely. But I'm not there. So maybe one day. But that's all I got, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and be signing off. I do want to thank you again for tuning in and hanging out with me. And I do want to wish you Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a great New Year. I'm going to try to go live while I'm in Arizona. So I'll see you there if I see you there. Else, I'll post up videos or shorts, and you guys can check it out that way. And I will be on Discord. So that's all I got. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for everything. I hope you have a great year, great end of the year, and everything comes true that you want. And Ellie gets all the monster in her eyeballs that she could ever possibly have or want or need. So that's all I got, everybody. Much love. This is Travis with Travis Talks Out. Until the next time. Go ahead and go live off and ending stream. Oh, wait. Magnus said wait. I'm waiting. What's up?
He said go up.
Go up?
Go up in the chat.
I don't know what he means.
Go up in the chat.
Go up? What you mean, Magnus? I don't know what he means.
I think he means the chat.
Okay, like
Not
from
that chat, the other chat.
Like in YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, Magnus said, yo, we should do that. Oh, that'd be cool, man. Okay. Dude, what are you talking about? Talking to Ellie. Oh, and YouTube. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you ever want to talk or whatever on Discord and we can have a YouTube thing, like a collaboration, that'd be awesome, man. Absolutely. I would love to. It'd be awesome. So if you want to show off whatever you're doing, or yeah, thank you, Ellie. Thank you. You guys put in stop, so I didn't end it. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Absolutely, Magnus. Okay. I will plan a video for you and me. Maybe we'll see what we can do. I won't be able to showcase as much, but if you want to showcase or if you want to talk or whatever, I don't know if you'll be home or not, but we'll sync up for a day, and then Warhammer Commentator, me and him are also going to sync up too and do a collab video for sure. But that'd be awesome, man. Yeah, it depends on the time. Yeah, and the day, of course. Yeah, so if it's kind of up in the air, like we'll do it next year. We'll make it a plan. You know what I mean? Like we'll do a collab when I get home and when things are kind of settled, like you and me, and then we'll just go live, and then I'll punch in your channel and everything because I plan on growing this while I'm in Arizona as much as I can. I probably won't get as many followers or as many likes, you know, because I won't be going live as much, but I'll do what I can to at least keep some shorts, regular videos, and I'll engage with you guys on Discord every once in a while. So, but yeah, dude, when I come back, we should definitely do that. That'd be really cool. That'd be awesome. All right, Magnus, I like that. So fist bump, bro. And then LED, you take care, crazy. Love you. Take care, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Again, this is Travis of Travis Talks Out and Chaotic Crafter 0. So, all right, everybody. Bye-bye. Thanks again. And stream.